Can you believe that the actual details of this incredibly wicked, shockingly evil, and vile film were just as evil in real life? Let's find out if Ted Bundy's true story was as thrilling as the Netflix crime thriller biography. Let's put it to the test. Let's dive into the intriguing meeting of how Ted Bundy and his longtime girlfriend Liz Kloepfer first crossed paths. In the captivating film, their initial meeting takes place at a college bar, adding a touch of excitement to the narrative. However, in reality, their fateful encounter occurred at the Sandpiper Tavern in Seattle during the autumn of 1969. The Sandpiper Tavern, although not specifically catering to college students, was a popular local bar where fate brought these two individuals together. This alteration in the movie, while deviating from the true account documented in Liz Kloepfer's memoir, The Phantom Prince, My Life with Ted Bundy, serves to enhance the overall flow and setting of the story, allowing viewers to immerse themselves in the gripping tale. In her memoir, she penned down the moment she spotted him across the room, admiring his sharp attire before he invited her to dance. So, is it true Ted Bundy and Liz Kloepfer first met in a college bar? No. Ted Bundy carried out various fraudulent tactics to lure his victims, including feigning an injury and pretending to be an authority figure. In addition to using props like a sling or crutches to appear harmless and in need of assistance, he would also impersonate authority figures such as police officers or firefighters. By doing so, Bundy created a sense of trust and security, making his victims more vulnerable to his attacks. However, the film focuses more on Bundy's personal life, relationships, and court trials rather than delving into the detailed methods he used to commit his crimes. For a more comprehensive understanding of Bundy's criminal behavior, one would need to explore various true crime documentaries and books that provide a fuller account of the methods of abduction he employed. So, is it true Ted Bundy carried out deceptive schemes to abduct his victims? Yes. In the movie, there's a moment where a dog aggressively barks at Ted Bundy. This scene is strategically placed to build tension and hint at the dark side of Bundy's character. Although the scene may not be entirely factual, it symbolizes the inherent danger and deceit that Bundy represented. It's important to remember that while the film draws inspiration from Bundy's life, certain aspects may have been fictionalized or exaggerated for storytelling purposes. Therefore, the dog's reaction should be seen as a cinematic device, rather than a direct reflection of a real-life event involving Bundy. So, is it true the dog barks at Ted Bundy in the true story? No. Let's not forget to talk about the courtroom scenes, where all the drama took place in this Netflix crime thriller, and most importantly, in Bundy's real life. For instance, the film portrays Bundy's interactions with Judge Edward Cowart during the 1979 trial for the murders of two Chi Omega sorority sisters at Florida State University. The judge's demeanor and comments are closely aligned with actual court transcripts. The film includes Judge Cowart's closing remarks during Bundy's sentencing. Cowart expressed his disapproval of Bundy's actions, but also his regret over the wasted potential he saw in Bundy. In fact, the film accurately depicts Bundy's decision to be his own attorney in court, who had a background in studying law. We can't leave the part where his lawyer coerces Ted Bundy to plead guilty. Bundy was firm not pleading guilty, as he claimed he didn't attempt these brutal murders and challenged his legal team, ultimately choosing to represent himself during his trial. So, is it true the courtroom scenes were accurately depicted in the movie? Yes. While the movie portrays Liz as she struggles with her suspicions about Bundy, her role in his eventual capture is more complicated. In truth, Liz did report her suspicions to the police, but the process was more intricate and involved various factors and pieces of evidence. Liz's suspicions were actually stronger than shown in the film, and she provided crucial information to the police about Bundy. Liz played a vital role in the investigation by taking several actions. She gave Bundy's name not once but twice to the police, provided detailed information during interviews, and reported her findings in Bundy's room. Liz's findings were significant as she discovered incriminating items like women's clothing, plaster of Paris, and a large knife. Additionally, Bundy confessed to burning a victim's head in her fireplace, which gave law enforcement crucial leads in their pursuit of him. It's important to note that Bundy did not live with Liz, as Bundy rented a room in a rooming house. This detail sheds light on the nature of their relationship and where Bundy was living during the investigation. So, is it true Liz Kloepfer was struggling with her suspicions about her boyfriend? No. A shockingly evil movie depicts Ted Bundy jumping from a second-floor courthouse window. This actually happened. Ted Bundy was taken into custody in 1975 and was convicted of the kidnapping and attempted murder of Carol Duranche. Several months into his prison sentence, he was charged with the murder of a Colorado woman named Karen Campbell. The murder trial was held in Aspen, Colorado, and Bundy was transferred to Garfield County Jail in Glenwood Springs, Colorado before the start of the trial. Ted Bundy managed to flee from custody by leaping from a second-floor courthouse window during a pre-trial hearing in Aspen, Colorado on June 7, 1977. Left unshackled and unattended in the law library, Bundy exploited the opportunity to escape, triggering a widespread manhunt and garnering significant media coverage. After 8 days on the run, he was eventually apprehended. So, is it true Ted Bundy brazenly jumped from a second-floor courthouse window? Yes. Carol Ann Boone was proposed to by Ted Bundy during his trial for the murder of Kimberly Leach, a 12-year-old girl, which was separate from the trial for the Chi Omega murders and held in a different county. Bundy was ultimately sentenced to death for Kimberly Leach's murder as well. Films often simplify complex events for narrative purposes. While this deviates from the complete historical record, it's a common choice to streamline storytelling and maintain narrative coherence. So, is it true Bundy proposed to Carol Ann Boone at the Chi Omega murders trial? No. Liz Kloepfer's struggle to accept Ted Bundy's guilt is rooted in real events, highlighting the intricate dynamics of their relationship and Bundy's psychological manipulation. Despite having suspicions and encountering incriminating evidence, Kloepfer grappled with conflicting emotions and doubts. Bundy's ability to charm and manipulate others played a significant role in his denial of guilt, as he consistently gaslighted Kloepfer and manipulated her emotions to maintain control. This, coupled with Kloepfer's emotional attachment and desire to believe in the persona of the man she loved, intensified her struggle with disbelief and denial. So, is it true Liz Kloepfer was in disbelief and denial throughout the trials? Yes. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile offers a captivating portrayal of Ted Bundy's life and crimes, focusing on the perspective of Elizabeth Kloepfer and those who were close to him. It skillfully showcases Bundy's charm and courtroom theatrics, but at times, it downplays the sheer brutality of his crimes and oversimplifies the complex web of events and relationships surrounding him. That's all for this video examining the facts and fiction of the extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile movie. What was the most enjoyable part for you? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more true story content exploring the difference between movies and reality.